Hello, people. Honesty. Fucking honesty. Honesty goes way beyond what people normally think honesty is. It really does. Your whole life is a representation of how honest you are. The things that you are doing is based upon how honest you are with yourself and with other people. It's tough, man. It's tough because I think that we all grow up in this society and this culture with these certain rules and normalities which we are, in a sense, forced to conform to them. But of course, not everyone is going to resonate with the rules and the normalities. I mean, it's based in tradition or history, and things are always changing. So, most of us do not resonate with these rules, yet our whole subconscious is practicing these rules on a habitual level because they've been brainwashed into us. All these rules of how we should be. And so then there's us with how we actually are internally. How we actually are and how we actually see the world. But we've got to hide it because we think we can't express it. We're scared to express our honest feelings. It's like everyone's just not being themselves. Everyone's like, even if you express your honest feelings to someone, and they got offended, it seems to me that it's like that offensiveness is them conforming to the rules subconsciously. I don't think that offensiveness is their actual own honest feelings. I mean, it could be, but what I'm saying is that we're all living under this false reality. We think society and culture is reality. That's all there is, and that's reality. Not a whole lot of people step far outside the realm of society and culture. and question their beliefs and step back and see that they're just a product of society's conditioning, and that they're none of that. It's funny, it's like you're born into this world, and it seems like you're here to learn something. But the lesson that needs to be learnt seems to be to unlearn. You know, you're born into this world and then you learn so much shit. And then you realize that all that shit is bullshit. Never needed it. Never needed that in the first place. And maybe that was the whole point, so you can learn that you need to unlearn all this shit. It's not needed. I'm boring myself here, What else more is there to say? I feel like I need to just get my life together more. Like, I need to be more honest with myself and other people. And it's so fucking hard because, like I said, we practice these habitual patterns that are based in foundational lies. But what I can say is that kindness will defeat dishonesty. It's not like you gotta see, what's the root cause of this dishonesty. You just gotta be kind. Like, instead of working on your honesty or dishonesty, just work on cultivating kindness, and eventually that dishonesty will crumble. But you got to be genuinely kind. You can't be faking that shit, because then you're building another layer of lies. I need to get more honest with myself. I'm not living an honest life, and I feel guilty. That's the thing, like, I feel guilt a lot of the time, and it's because I know I'm not living honestly. Most people are not living honestly, yet they don't realize that, and so they don't feel guilt. When I say I feel guilty, people would say to me, like, oh, you got nothing to feel guilty about, don't feel guilty, what's the point of feeling guilty? But I do, because I know I'm not being my honest self. I know I'm not living my life truly. And I know that it's all like a journey. I know that I can't just live the truest life that I can tomorrow, It does take time. I do realize that guilt is here to point me in the right direction. It is important not to get overwhelmed by it, and to see that it is here to help you. Everything is here to help you. Everything. Every little thought that you have, every little action that you take, every little thing that happens to you, all of it is here to help you. And you may think that's fucking bullshit, but in the long run, you'll see that every little step, every little thing that happened to you or thing that you did was all for your highest potential. It was all there to improve you. And that's not something that you can really recognize in the moment of crisis or whatever. But it's obvious to me that in the future you can look back in hindsight and see like good riddance, like thank God that thing happened, because now I'm here. Like, even if that was fucking bad as fuck, it's good that happened, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be where I am today. Everything is here to help us. So just relax, just chill. There may be a lot of conflict in our mind and a lot of need to get to here. Things aren't working out in my life, but those thoughts that you have, things aren't working out in my life, I've got to get here and got to get there, they're there for a reason. It's not that they're there because you're doing something wrong. They're there so you get pointed in the right direction. You've just not got to let those thoughts overwhelm you. Not let those thoughts drag you down and think that this is going to be forever. Because that's the trick. That's the rascality of these thoughts, is that you think that these thoughts are telling you that you're wrong. It's like, oh, I'm not doing enough in life. Oh, I'm being dishonest in my life. I'm not getting what I need to get. I'm not, all this shit that I'm doing in my life that isn't harmonious with anything. If you beat yourself up for those thoughts and think I've got to be doing something now, fucking hell, and you just get overwhelmed by it and you just drag yourself down, beat yourself up. If you do that, it is all part of the process as well, but it's going to take longer. I can't tell you that don't beat yourself up. I can tell you don't beat yourself up, but that's not going to do anything. You've got to let it play its part. Let it play its duration that it needs to. Let it play out as much as it needs to. But yeah, well, all I'm saying is that I'm starting more to realize that these thoughts that I'm having of I'm dishonest, I'm not harmonious with my life, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing what I should do, my life isn't a truthful representation of where I want to be or who I want to be. All of these thoughts I can see now, they're not there because I'm doing wrong now. They're there to point me in the right direction. If they weren't there, then I'll just be content with where I am now and I wouldn't move in life. I'd be sat in bed, fucking masturbating, eating crisps, watching TV, doing nothing all day. And sometimes I do that and then I feel guilt, and then these thoughts come in oh, I'm not doing enough, my life isn't harmonious with who I truly am. And thank God those thoughts do exist, because if they weren't there, I wouldn't fucking move. So honor those thoughts, because they'll get you moving. But you gotta let it all play out, It's don't stop doing something if you love to do it. It may seem like a counterintuitive thing to say, if you're addicted to something, keep doing it. But you've got to let it run its course until you get sick of it, until you finally realize Because if you just give up an addiction on brute force will, then there's going to be repression. You're going to repress shit. You know, if you're addicted to alcohol and you're like, I'm going to give up alcohol, can't be doing with it, but you have like cravings like every fucking day for it, and you just will yourself not to have it, then you just create an ego based on a non-alcoholic. So you've gone from alcoholic to a non-alcoholic, rather than just an alcoholic to just giving the whole thing up, not even identifying as a non-alcoholic. Just, you know what I mean? Like, so focused on like, oh, I haven't had alcohol in 63 days and 27 minutes and 16 seconds, you know? Instead of being addicted to alcohol, you're now addicted to not having alcohol. Do you know what I mean? You're still addicted. You're just addicted to, I mean, of course it's better. Of course you're not ruining your physical health. But at the same time, you're still addicted. Like, you haven't really solved the root issue. So this is what I mean by, like, let it run its course. Like, keep, like, if I am, like, it feels like I feel guilt lesser and lesser, because I realize that I'm just exhausting the things that I do, like masturbating and eating junk food and procrastinating. Like, the more I do it, I gain more insight, even if I don't realize I do, but I gain more insight each time I do it, and I'm exhausting it more and more. I'm letting it run its course, and I'll gain insight from that. Because if, like I said, if I just go, I'm not having fucking junk food anymore, I'm not fucking masturbating anymore, then I just become addicted to not masturbating. I become addicted to not eating junk food. And then, you know, all my energy and attention goes on to trying to restrain myself from partaking in these addictions. And that's energy wasted. It's the same energy. Like, you could have some junk food, waste your energy eating junk food, or you could waste your energy trying to restrain yourself from eating junk food. It's the same energy you're using. So you've got to let it run its course. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying here. I'm kind of bored of myself. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously if something's really detrimental and, like, fucked, you, like, got to cut it out. Like, just cut it out. But also that's just letting it run its course as well. Like, all I'm saying is that whatever happens is the way it's supposed to happen. Like, anything that you do is just letting it run its course. Anything that you do is just, there you go. I'm fucking bored of this video. This is a shit one, but I'll fucking post it anyway, because fucking, it's another fucking day in my life. It's another time capsule for you. So